Hello everybody. I'm First I will introduce myself. I'm Girish Vardhe from Mumbai. I'm an engineering graduate and was working as a software developer. For personal reasons, I had to leave that profession. I could not continue as I was into depression because of my some personal problems. I lost my parents one after the other within a span of 10 months, and I was into depression, which in turn cause physical problems, and my whole routine was disturbed. There was nobody to support me. I am single, I don't have any family, and also siblings, so I was alone. But the positive part is that I didn't have any restrictions. So earlier, because of parents were sick and all, I had restrictions. I had to look after them, do the job seriously, and all routine was established. But now I had some spare time, and then decided to utilize that for for finding the the root cause of most of the problems around us. I started looking at the life in a totally different perspective. I never had that perspective earlier. I would like to share my experience in healthcare. I otherwise also read a lot about health, like maybe it fitness, diet, and effect of mind and calmness on in general health. So these were my favorite subjects. Otherwise also, when I became alone, I read more on this on internet and watch videos. There are very useful videos on internet. People have researched a lot, and after that they have published those videos. They also provide references. So I had experience of taking care of family members in old age. So later I worked in a hospital as ward boy, and I as a private caretaker for patients. I started doing exercise, not in gym, but simple postures, movements, and breathing practices. I became active. So I gradually I came out of my all this depression and physical health issues. Gradually, learned cooking. I focused on what should you eat, what you should avoid, and I made some changes in my daily routine. I was isolated. Otherwise, I started interacting with people. I joined some groups, maybe schools, classmate group, etc. And gradually I came out of this depression. Finally, I got rid of all my health problems, and now I am perfectly fine. To endorse that particular statement, I can say I donate blood very regularly, maybe quarterly. That is the allowed this thing. Before 90 days, you can't donate blood. So I do that. I am doing that for last more than 1 year. So I want to share my observations while I was working as a while I handled my parents in old age. I took their care, and also as a caretaker when I saw a lot of patients in hospital, and also in my personal attention when I attended them at their places. So there are two kinds of patients, one who has communicable diseases, and the others are non-communicable diseases. So my I never kept quiet. Whenever I had just like restricted to like, okay, whatever is my duty, okay, giving a pan, or giving that diet through nostril, or doing physiotherapy exercise, or taking care of the other things like moving the bed, etc. So these were my assigned duties, but I never was restricted to all these duties. I had another perspective. I always wanted to, find out the root cause of the illness. So I always collected information whenever I got chance. I collected patients' information, like, what were before he fell sick, what were his habits, like tobacco consumption or smoking or drinking, or habits like what time he has dinner, and then whether he is giving a gap before sleep, and what time when he has his water after the immediately, whether after food or whether he keeps some gap. So I always, my analytical mind didn't allow me to just do perform duties, but started collecting information about patients and tried to find out the cause of the his illness. So among the non-communicable diseases, hypertension and diabetes and cancer are on rise. People ignore body signals in early stages. That's what I observed, and because of that, later they are having emergency situations, or sometimes it goes into the irreversible. Like, for example, cancer goes into the stage 4, and then you can't do anything. People are more confident than they should be as far as curing is concerned. They are very confident. Lifestyle cannot be called as a healthy, whether whatever reason may be. Most of illness is a result of lack of proper diet, routine, timings of food consumption, absence of systematic movements in order to have proper blood circulation in body. There are these are the reasons you can just make out just by looking at the lifestyle, but there are some hidden reasons which you come to know only when you communicate with the patients and go into the details. So there are hidden reasons. Most people either don't believe that stress is a major culprit for health issues, or even if they know, they don't know how to manage stress. So though there is some awareness about this, and modern science too has accepted that stress free life is more likely to be healthy also, practical approach is not known. So let us now have a look at the health statistics. So even after general awareness, because of the social media, and since people are more connected than earlier, though maybe not in physical sense, but over phone or internet, email, or social media, and there is a increasing awareness about overall hygiene, diet, physical activity, importance of physical activity, social connections in health context. Reported cases and deaths are per thousand population is on rise. Particularly in Mumbai, I have taken Mumbai as a my case study, because I am living in Mumbai. So diabetes and so diarrhea, tuberculosis, diabetes, hypertension, and dengue. These are the five major reasons for health issues reported, as well as deaths. So if you look at this, these three these things are two of the five are non-communicable diseases: diabetes and hypertension. And the complications which happen because of diabetes and hypertension, I have not taken into discussion at this point, because once you have diabetes, it affects so many other organs, like your nerves, immunity, then heart, your lungs, sorry, not lungs, kidney and liver. So these organs are affected, and because of that other complications happen. Eyes, basically retina. So because of hypertension you have a risk of heart attack and also a risk of stroke. So I have not taken into account these details, but just listed these are as a reasons out of these five diseases. Diabetes and hypertension cause complications and dysfunction of many other organs, and blood clot can be life threatening. I believe if people are educated and trained for physical postures and movement for some time, they can be healthy forever. You need to spend only some time in the beginning. Making difference in people's life is very important, and if this is done as a profession, it's a win-win situation. Rather than spending huge money, time and suffering pain later, if small amount of money is spent in the beginning, huge money and suffering later you can avoid. You have to do it on a regular basis. Its consistency is very important. If people do it, it will be a very good decision by them. Lot of people are dragged below poverty line just because of the expenses they incur on in hospitals and medicines. So this we can surely advise if we educate them. There is one spiritual aspect also. I believe if properly lived, human life is 110 years with all organs functioning well. Nature wants that and has given the required things to us, need to understand and use correctly. Our ancestors lived till 90 100 years. We have ignored big picture of nature and focus only on materialistic things like bank balance, property, shares, valuable metals and jewelry, etc. Now it's a time to pause and have a look at the big picture again. If nature was not willing to give us healthy long life, the world population could not have increased over time. We cannot go away from modernization and development, but as far as possible, stick to nature. I visit client's place on phone request and charge per visit, which is of 1 hour duration daily till he needs it. First, current issues are listed, medication is also understood, and without stopping it, advise on following fronts. I look only for clients walking and below age 70. I advise them on following fronts. Daily routine in general: wake up, food timings, how much gap they have after food while drinking water, what time they go to bed, how much hours they sleep, physical movements as per client's condition and capacity. Breathing exercises, mindfulness, mind and body relaxing techniques. Diet: what to eat, what to avoid. Free time activities: which hobbies they should cultivate. Social communication, stress, relaxing ways. My channel name is Health First Services Private Limited and mobile number is 98927 61440. I repeat, my mobile number is 98927 61440. My name is Girish Vardhe. Thanks for watching the video. If you have any requirement for health consultation, please call me. Thank you.